Hello, and welcome to this explainer. Think about the smartphone in your pocket right now. Imagine if a factory worker dropped the glass screen on a hard floor. The screen gets a tiny crack. The worker wants to save face. They're afraid of their boss, so they hide the mistake. They put that cracked glass into your new phone anyway. Next week, you press the screen with your finger. The glass shatters right in your hand. This is a huge danger. Workers hide their mistakes every single day. It happens in car factories, it happens in phone factories. It matters right now, today.
So, this brings us to a big question. How do you guarantee perfect quality when human nature naturally wants to hide flaws? Well, here's the short answer. We must change the whole factory system. We must build hard digital locks. Let's look at exactly what this means. I'll show you how to stop these hidden mistakes. We'll look at real factory examples. You'll see how a simple change in the system fixes a very big human problem. Let's move to our first main point. Workers often skip a repair check to save time. A simple written factory rule is exactly like a painted yellow line on the floor. A painted line tells you where to walk, but people can easily step right over a painted line. It doesn't stop anyone physically. A worker can walk right past it. Now, think about a solid metal gate. A strong system limit is just like that solid metal gate. You can't walk through heavy metal. The metal blocks your path. You must stop. The gate forces you to stop. Factories don't need more painted lines. Factories need more solid metal gates. Let's look at a real example in a factory. A worker repairs a small metal part. The old paper rule said the worker must check the part again. But the worker ignored this rule to save time. Blaming the worker is completely useless. I strongly believe we must build metal gates inside our machines. How do we do this? We use a simple barcode scanner. It works in 3 easy steps. Step 1. The worker scans the metal part with the scanner. Step 2. The computer checks the history of that exact part. Step 3. The digital gate only opens for good parts. If the part missed the repair check, the machine stops working entirely. A red light flashes. The worker can't trick the machine. The metal gate remains closed. The worker is forced to go back. They must perform the proper check. Now let's move to our second point. This is about factory chemicals. Factories use strong chemicals to clean parts. Workers must write down how much chemical they use. But workers often write fake numbers on paper. They want to hide extra use. Imagine a dirty footprint on a clean floor. You can take a wet cloth. You can wash that footprint away. It's gone forever. Nobody can see it. Paper logs are exactly like that dirty footprint. Now think about a digital footprint. You can't erase a digital footprint. It stays inside the computer forever. The computer memory locks the information away safely. Let's compare paper logs and digital logs. A paper log is just a piece of paper. Paper can lie. A worker can easily write a fake number with a black pen. A worker can hide the paper in their pocket. They can throw the paper in the trash. The true numbers simply disappear. A digital log is very different. Computers track every single touch. Imagine a digital chemical scale. A worker opens the chemical bottle. The computer records the exact second. The scale weighs the bottle. The computer records the exact drop of chemical removed. You can't fake that digital data. You can't hide it. So my point here is very clear. Written trust is extremely weak. Digital data locks are incredibly strong. We must lock the data inside the computer. Let's move to our third point. We know digital locks are strong, but computers aren't perfect. Computers only see what we teach them to see. Think about a large airplane. An airplane flying on autopilot is amazing. The computer keeps the plane flying straight, the computer adjusts the engines. But what happens if a sudden dark storm appears? What if a large bird hits the front window? The computer doesn't know what to do. The computer has no program for a broken window. The airplane still needs a human pilot. The pilot must watch the sky. The pilot must take the control stick. Factory computers need human pilots too. This brings us to a very important idea. We call it the human in the loop. What does this mean? It simply means a human still checks the work of the computer. A human still stands in the factory. Computers are totally blind to brand new problems. A computer can't hear a strange, loud sound in the machine motor. A human can hear that sound. A computer can't see a tiny new scratch on a metal part. A human can clearly see that scratch. We must never give computers all the power. A machine can't feel a problem. A human can put a hand on a machine. A human can feel a bad vibration. We absolutely need hard digital locks, but we also need human eyes. The digital lock prevents old mistakes. The human eye catches new mistakes. Let's return to our opening question. How do you guarantee perfect quality when human nature naturally wants to hide flaws? Well, you don't ask people to change their nature. Human nature will never change. People will always want to save face. People will always want to save time. Instead, you change the tools they use. You build strong digital systems. You use digital locks to force the right actions. You completely remove the physical choice to make a mistake. You make the correct way the only way. You put a solid metal gate right in front of the worker. I want to leave you with one final message. Remember these short, clear words. Change the system. Build digital locks. Keep human eyes open. Thank you for joining me for this explainer. Think about your own daily work. Think about the rules you follow every day. As you go back to your work today, ask yourself this one question. Where in your business are you relying on a painted yellow line when you really need a solid metal gate?